citizens, building permits.
You know, we've had some discussion about where we are with the building permits for the renovations, and we were asked to put this on the agenda this evening. The renovations at Thomas Persons, they've only done the first floor, and I'm not sure they're exactly 100% finished with the first floor, but and they're getting ready to start the auditorium on the second floor. And the work was begun without securing building permits. We estimated that had the permits been secured at the start of the project, and that's partly based on the estimated cost of the renovation, and we don't have those numbers, so we've had to estimate that the permits would have been $1,652 around. The county's policy is if the work is begun or finished without the permits being secured, that the fees are doubled. And so that's, if that's, whatever the fees are that are going to be charged is the decision of the board, because the board sets the policy. But that is our current policy.
Is there anybody here representing them to discuss this at all?
No, sir.
I'm ready to make a motion if you guys are ready. I make the motion that we follow the policy as stated and the permits will be done.
Is there a second to that motion for discussion?
I'll second for discussion.
Okay. It's kind of like charging ourselves, because it's ourselves that are working on that thing, and we didn't follow protocol. I mean, when I say ourselves, it's our citizens that are rehabbing it for our citizens.
Well, the problem is, I guess the problem I have is if a citizen does this at home,
Oh, I know.
we're gonna nail them.
I know exactly what you're saying.
We gotta live and die by our own policy. The policy's there, it's existing. And we should have had the foresight on a project like that to get our ducks in a row.
Would
I
you,
say hire, and it's not.
would you amend that motion to allow them to pay for it over a period of time?
Oh, they can do a payment plan. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Would you second that?
You'll need to have somebody make that.
And we're still discussing.
Yeah, we're still discussing.
Let's discuss it before we have to
Yeah, 'cause I'm
re-amend.
kind of like Gene. I hate to hit them with it because that's what, that's going to be that is an asset to the county. But if we got rules and regulations, they're there for a reason. The policies, we can't break them, and nobody else should be allowed to.
We should.
How did they get started without any permits or?
This is.
Before my time.
They didn't do it in the city. That was my thought at the time. Of course, I know the city doesn't have permits and all that kind of stuff, but they didn't somehow think they were working through the city on that, did they?
From what I understand, their contractor told them that they didn't have to get any permits. And there aren't too many communities out there anymore that don't require permits for construction. So, but that's hearsay. I wasn't there, obviously, but that's what I heard that they were told was their contractor said they weren't required to get them.
Now, there are some set-asides, I know, for school facilities, you don't have to, well, you still have to get them, but they have to be, but the county's waived them.
Okay, and we also have estimates on here. We need to really pin those down before we can double them, don't we?
I don't know that they can be, I don't know if they can be better estimated than that. That came from
project.
Sherry Braley.
You open up a can of worms and
All right,
we gotta do better.
let's move ahead till Bruce has got to go.
This is on me now.
Yeah, it's on you now. I'll call a question. All in favor of Doug's motion, which is to, and Doug, would you amend that motion to?
We follow the motion is to follow the existing policy. The permits, cost will be double because the work was done unpermitted. But I would amend that they would have, an opportunity to set up the payment schedule.
And would you second that?
I will second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. We've been through the discussion. I'll call the question. All in favor signify by showing your right hand. All opposed, same sign.
Hopefully they can go back to the contractor and tell them that.
Well, yeah, but the state prison did it.